That's what I was saying, if
Or
I
five
need
different
five, he
departments.
needs five, and he
You
needs
know, it's gonna
five,
be a cluster.
how do we bring that to them, is we wanna buy 15 sets of suits from 3 departments? You're just talking about splitting it?
You're buying them as
Well,
the
Haskell County Fire Association.
it would have to be approved by the state auditor's office, though.
So then,
In 3 different entities.
If you bought it through the association, then the association would own the gear, not each department.
Not necessarily. You'd own your own gear. You're just putting in, this is how much gear I need.
Okay.
It's just smart buying, that's all it is. It's just being,
I understand what
get the
you're saying, yeah.
situation more competitive. And when you're buying 15 versus 3, you got a lot better leverage.
If
And
that could be
especially
done, that'd be great.
When you take that much equipment that costs that much money, I mean, that's a bunch of dollars laying there. And then when you think about 140 times that amount, if you can save $200 or $300 on each suit, you've saved a bunch of money. That enables you, you don't lose it, it enables you to do something else with it, like add a building or, get a bumper truck or whatever.
Well, the same way on your insurance, if every department, I said, David said he had his insurance, I'm sure y'all have y'all's insurance, but if you went after your insurance as a group, I know you'll save there, because that's how health insurance works. I'm sure that's how every other insurance, if you go as a group, you may get some savings on your insurance also. Say the Haskell County, every fire department in Haskell County is a group.
I don't know how that would work on it. Emergency vehicle insurance is a little bit different, because they don't know what equipment's on that
Yeah,
truck.
you gotta-
If you're gonna insure that equipment on that truck.
That's
if you're
fine.
not,
That's
and you
fine.
might could do some bundling.
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible. There is probably a possibility there.
If one insurance company wanted to write the whole county, I guarantee they'd probably bundle it for you.
they're pretty much getting the whole county now anyway, or most of us, we've all changed.
The question is you can find out if you compile your equipment, just you're not gonna have to share it, mingle it, or anything else. You just have to list your equipment.
The county's
which one
funding
you want. Then you can go to 3 insurance companies and say, what's the best quote that you can give us? You bundle, how many trucks you have? If you bundle, how many is the county wide? Let's just say there's 60. You see what I'm saying? If you bundle 60 pieces of equipment versus 9, then you're out of
I mean, it don't matter. You can't tell me there ain't nobody out there. If I come to you,
Well, how would we
and say, look, I've got two
say,
$2 for a dollar.
bundle like
We're gonna leave it until we
association?
use it. And you're gonna do it.
How would you ever be able to figure it out where to split the cost between departments?
because
We've got 9 trucks.
your truck is
They
going
got 4
to
trucks.
each truck is going to be worth so much money. That's what it's going to be insured.
Okay, so even if they did do the bundle, it would be, you would be able to get a separate,
Yeah.
on what that truck cost and whose truck it was.
And what the replacement value is going to
Well,
Now,
that's
that
what-
would mean we would have to retire every one of our trucks
Yeah.
into the Haskell County firefighter.
be. You wouldn't have to retitle nothing.
We wouldn't?
No.
No, the insurance companies would group them like it would be probably, it's all Haskell County equipment. It all belongs to the county, even though it's designated for each department. On the insurance policy, it'd probably say Haskell County, and then it would list each department on there, on the same policy, and then all the list of vehicles would be in a different group.
No
And they would
way.
split it off. I'm sure it's
No way
what
that you
each
have to split
department
it.
owes.
Whatever department has that piece of equipment, there's no way that he would have to have the same kind of equipment. You-
Right.
It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's
Well, it's,
still, by your, when you run your department, you know what piece of equipment you need. And all they're gonna do is they'll just compile the whole thing, and you're buying several $1 million worth of insurance coverage versus 9.
Well, with VFIS, who we just switched to, it don't matter how many trucks you go, they set their amount by what you put down for your replacement value. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter if I had 20 trucks or 2 trucks. If I said this truck's worth $350,000, that's what I want to insure it for. If that truck was a total loss, they would either replace it or give me a check for $350, whatever's cheapest. Okay, so it wouldn't matter if we could, on vehicle insurance alone. Does that make sense? And VFIS is what most of us are going to.
But you're wrong in one point there. It would matter because you're buying insurance for your department. If you compile them and you get coverage for all the equipment, then you're not buying one $350,000 policy. You're buying several $1 million worth of coverage. And you're still, your unit, it'd be by the VIN number of how it's equipped and how it's spec'd.
Right.
And it's not gonna change the individuality of it at all.
Right.
It's only gonna compile it to when you go to negotiate for your insurance, then you 11 department heads will get together and say, this is what we wanna buy, this is the coverage we want, and this is what we want for our departments. And then the insurance companies will give you a bid price, and then you can negotiate that from there. You know, I mean, you can make them drop lots of money by just not saying anything. Just take it under consideration. When you don't call them back in a week, they'll start calling you.
So like a fleet coverage.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If that'll work, I mean, it's something.
We just had to check with Derek, with
Same
VFIS.
way with buying equipment.
Right. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but we'll just have to check with the insurance that we have.
See, not every insurance company will even insure a fire truck. State
Right.
Farm won't even talk.
A lot of them won't cover
I'm
it
sure
all.
there is. I'm sure that's right.
There's really special insurance companies out there that you have to go to.
We
So,
just use this.
like VFIS, he keeps them
I understand that exactly. I'm an explosive.
Special needs. Yeah, and you probably get some of the same
Don't try to
stuff.
buy explosive insurance.
It might be something looking, I don't know if they'll write a policy, a blanket policy for different owned vehicles.
Then find somebody that
I
will.
think
Be
I
just-
think all
I
of
don't
Then
know.
find somebody that will.
Well, that's what I said, a lot of people won't even insure a fire truck.
Then find somebody that will.
VFIS will.
I'd like to say I appreciate all the fire departments coming. On my behalf, I truly appreciate everything y'all do, because like I said, that's a place of house and a place of work, and I burnt the barn down. And I'm gonna tell you, I was really happy to see the fire department show up, because Dr. burnt the house down with it. I hate to lose the barn, sure didn't want to lose the house, but I do appreciate everything the fire departments do. And I thank you for coming up here, educating all of us on what all exactly you do. But on behalf of the county commissioners, we do appreciate everything you do.
Appreciate you guys.
So with that, I mean, I guess on item number 9, there's really no action taken, just discussion.
Is there any more questions? I mean, does anybody else have any questions about why we need our funding? At all?
Hey,
Is there any more
I don't.
questions at all? Anything left up for grabs? I mean, I know some of y'all went above and beyond to help the fire departments out, equipment, time, expenses. So I'm just wondering if there's any more questions that need to be answered.
I guess, the only question I would have is that, do you feel like that you need more money, or are you sufficient, or you have any?
The need for more money, the price of equipment goes up and up every day. But every department head in here has to be as frugal as we can be. I mean, you shop around, you price shop, you do everything you can do. I mean, David, do you feel the need for more money? from
More
fire
money's
departments?
always been.
I'd like to interject, I mean, we could all use more money in every department. I mean, the state of Oklahoma's $1.5 billion under budget right now, so, you know, I'm sure everybody could use more money.
That's the whole reason
And,
that we only went.
But yeah, like I said, we appreciate everything you do. And I'm more than glad that you have the 4% sales tax, because like I said, I personally had a fire here recently, and I know it was in another county, but I'm telling you, when they got there, I was relieved, so. But anyway, we
Paul,
thank you for everything.
has any of these seen the resolution that dedicated the fire department tax, what it's to be spent on? Have any of these guys seen
Well,
that resolution
It's been mentioned, I mean, it's been
as
brought
far
up.
as how it's supposed to be
Well,
spent?
when the 4% sales tax was brought up that y'all are receiving, you know, there was some questions, Rock, you know, asked questions about it last week, and I just simply, you know, there's nothing else it can be spent on. By law, I mean, that's what was voted.
Well, I know in the original resolution that we all signed and agreed to when it was done, that it couldn't be used to pay any kind of salaries, couldn't be used to buy anything that was not
Right.
firefighting equipment or to maintain the fire departments. So that limits where it can go, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like our highway T money, it can only
Yeah.
be spent on gravel, diesel, you know, roads and bridges, and so, I mean, the fire department money's the same way. It's,
Well, I understand.
we're gonna
I'm sorry.
move on here, but I do appreciate
Can I
everyone.
just have a minute, Paul?
Yeah, go ahead, Rock.
First of all, I do appreciate, I told you that a while ago, and I still say I appreciate what y'all do. I never said that we could take it now, money away from you, and all I said is, if we had surplus money, could we ask the people, do they want to reappropriate some of it? Not all of it. I know you couldn't take all of it. I've got a deal here that says that we had surplus. Is that what that says at the top?
I don't know what it says.
So it says surplus from carried over from fiscal year. Totaled it up, it was $402,000. And this is just a question. I'm hoping y'all can bring us the figures to answer this question.
In that, since the very beginning at Leakware, we've known what we need. We need more building, we need a big truck. But we haven't spent hardly anything in all these years because we're trying to get to that point where we can build a building and buy a bigger truck.
And really, 11 fire departments, $400,000, you know, that's about $40,000 fire department.
There's been talk of reappropriation. I have a question, ballot-wise.
Well, I mean, that's not.
Ballot-wise, that money cannot be reappropriated, can it? It is
We're
not
not.
county general. That money was voted on for a specific group of, an entity. And my understanding is ballot-wise, that money cannot be reappropriated.
Well,
Now,
that
that's
was-
my understanding. I would suggest you might look into
No,
that because
that's not
I
what
do not
Rock's
believe that
asking.
money can
That's-
be
Rock's not
reappropriated.
asking that, I don't think.
That's what he specifically said.
Well, he said, I thought Rock meant we would go out to vote with people.
If you put it back before the people,
Yeah,
could they change it?
Well, it's like this,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you've got
as
a,
of
you've
right,
got a resolution that
That's-
passed to go to the people.
we need to kind of move on here because that's not gonna be an option.
Go ahead and finish what you're getting
Sales tax.
But if we had a surplus of money, I mean, do we really need all that we're putting into that department? That was my question, and you've answered some of the questions today, but we haven't answered all of them. As of today, it looks like we have $359,000 in all those accounts. And I'm sure there's more tax money coming in.
Each month.
Remember
Tenth of
this,
each month.
everybody in the county is worried about this deal. And everybody, what arises this question is when it's public knowledge, there's $359,000 sitting there. There's a lot of people come to us and ask us to ask a question, and that's what we've done. There's a lot of people in the community who don't understand that you're saving to get your truck and your building. See, this is questions that are answered. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. All they see is that
Chunk of money.
we're strapped for money and there's money laying. They don't all understand that it's earmarked or it's, divided up and needs to be spent somewhere else. But that's the question.
It's not really
Okay, hey,
surplus
we need
money.
we need to roll on here, and like I say, once again, we appreciate the fire departments, and, what do you say? We appreciate your attendance here today, and we appreciate everything you do.
All I need to
Well, I'd like to
do is
thank
I
the
passed
committee.
around a while ago.
I got it.
They're all up there.
I mean, they're just like us, they're volunteering their time.
Yeah, they are.
Thank them for trying to do.
We're gonna move on to item number 10, discuss and consider paying for professional service rendered certified audit June 30th, Gary budget. And this is on our jail. I have to, that's the actual audit. But we're not gonna take time, it'll take me 2 hours to read all this. But this is the audit on the jail.
Thank you guys for coming.
I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to read these 4 binders, but it's open to the public if they want to see it.
I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna see one of them, just one of them.
That's it, please. Anyway, for that audit right there, they sent us a bill. Let me get to it here.
I'm gonna go back on number 9, you the discussion, only no action has been taken.
That'd be correct.
I guess we need a little clarification on too. It says the Haskell County Fire and discuss the need for half-cent sales tax for Haskell County Public Facility Authority.
That was a,
2 of them went around, Randy, and there was one of them.
So I guess none of that can be used, is that, that's the final deal we come up with?
I know what you're saying, Randy, and that's
Quarter
just-
cent.
you're right. I know what y'all are
saying.
saying, but it's just kind of a misprint on the agenda, I guess you'd say. Let me get some more. No, I see what Randy's saying. It says half a cent, not a quarter cent.
Well,
I
I
need for the half.
discussed with them, but they,
Yeah.
I guess the 2 points, they didn't have to.
No, that's ridiculous.
Make sure they're all on that same agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one they gave me matches this one. so
Tell him.
I just did word it right up here.
How much are the charges for this audit?
$7,500.
Yeah, 7,500.
Sure, carry over time.
Bond reserve fund, what I'm looking for.
That's that 10, please. Audit on item number 10.
Hey, Paul, did they issue a management letter along with this to you or just the audit?
All I've seen is the audit.
They have, okay. It'd be under separate cover or separate letter. Okay.
Did you not talk to them?
Karen, this is something, you need to keep this in all records.
Was that part of the audit, or what was
That
it?
is the audit right here,
No, I mean, or was that just a statement, or did they set,
No,
issue?
there's a statement.
which is, that right there is a statement of the bill, and like I say, if somebody, if we wanna take the time to read this word for word, we can table it. So next
I mean,
week.
was that an extra management letter from the bonding company that went with?
No, no.
Oh, that's all they said, the invoice.
That's
Yeah,
all.
it's an invoice.
No, the other document.
The other
On the
document that I
letterhead.
told you is for our copies.
Oh,
Yes, what is that?
I have a time real quick. It's just showing that, I mean, we have our copy and then their copy, I mean, you can look at it if you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Broader, short arm, David.
I'll
join the first you sign, and I'll have to see it.
Yeah, that just, they're given their procedures of how they just do it. Sometimes they'll put some extra stuff in there. Yeah. Yeah, management letter.
Basically, the short story of it.
What is,
Bill, page
Uh,
19. Just skip over to page 19.
Oh, okay.
The note, that's it.
well, if y'all wanna pass this today, you wanna table it and give everybody a chance to read the audit. What?